I stayed here, $500 in my pocket, in a little hotel on Burton Way and where it sort of goes into past La Cienega. It doesn't exist anymore. And I thought, well, I need a job. So I looked across the street and there was Restaurant Row, Tail of the Cock and all those restaurants. And I kept on seeing these people parking cars, greeting guests, and I thought, well, I can do that. So I went and I applied, had a job the next Monday, $1.25 an hour. You did not get to keep the tips. You gave that to the head parking lot guy, $1.25 an hour. Then there was another parking job at Scandia. Scandia was one of the restaurants in town at the time on Sunset Boulevard. And the Kona agency, the Paul Kona agency, is diagonally across. So they came to lunch there sometimes. So I got to talking to Walter Kona, who came with his car, and blah, blah, blah. He says, where are you from? In Germany? He says, yeah. He says, you know, come by the office one day. They need a lot of young German actors now for series like Gallant Men at that time. Anyway, I went in, and simply as a means of making money at first. So they asked me to read something, and I did, and I was very good at it. And the first interview I went to was for a dreadful film called Operation Eichmann. The Israelis, the Mossad had just caught Adolf Eichmann in Argentina. And they wanted to make a film of that in Culver City. Anyway, I went to read for that, got the part, went home, but I'd never been on a film studio before, never acted before, never seen a script before. So they kept on sending me blue pages, yellow pages, pink pages. I thought, what the hell is this? Didn't even look at it. To get to the studio, which was next to MGM, it took me, I didn't have a car. So coming from Europe, you think you'd take a bus. Well, try to take a bus in LA. I was an hour and a half late. I was in the first scenes. So I remember coming finally to the gate. They rushed me in, made me up. I'd never sat in a makeup chair before, and I thought, this is weird. So now I come onto the set, and cameras and all that. I'd never seen any of that before in my life. And so I began to sort of freeze almost, because I knew this was way above my head. So Werner Klemperer he played Eichmann. Werner Klemperer from Hogan's Heroes, the son of Otto Klemperer, the German conductor. So the director came, I forget the director's name, and he said, you know, when Werner comes out, he walks up here and you walk this way, then you meet at the fence and you talk. I played some henchman. And I froze. I didn't know what I was supposed to say. Literally did not know what to say. So there was a script lady, a very kind, sweet soul, that looked at me and knew I was panicked. And they said, action. I literally froze. They said, cut. But it wasn't because of me, it was because something went wrong with the camera. So she came to me with her script in hand, said, do you know what you have to say? I said, no. She says, you have to say this. So fortunately, I'm a fast study, very fast. And I said, okay. And 20 minutes later, I had it, obviously, and they were ready. It took 20 minutes for them to prepare the camera. That could have been my first and last time in Hollywood. And I unfortunately never remembered that lady's name. And I've thought about her many times. She's probably passed away now. And yeah, never forget it.